Okay, so I want to talk about in One Piece uh, my speculation for the battle with Yamato and Sasaki. Now we know, obviously, if you have not read the chapter 998, yeah, we have a huge spoiler for many different reasons. Yeah, but I'm just gonna talk about one one spoiler that is about what happened in that chapter, and that is obviously Sasaki's devil fruit reveal when he fought against Frankie. So he's a Ceratops, and the reason why I think Yamato is, my personal opinion, I think Yamato is the best choice against Sasaki is because of her weapon, that is the Kinabo. And obviously this now is fantasy, but Kinabo is a heavy weapon. It's a Japanese mace kind of weapon against armor. And Aceratops are famous for their natural armor, especially behind their head, like the protection here. Obviously the horns. So I think Yamato and Sasaki will be if they fight. That think gonna be amazing battle, because maybe even Yamato have some devil fruit. We don't know what she have, because one speculation is just maybe a Oni, maybe something else. There's so many different things. So I'm just gonna say in short thing, maybe a Oni, I don't know. But I'm more focusing on the fight as she is, and Sasaki's devil fruit. And because I think they will can fight good in a battle, because Frankie will not fight. If he fight with Yamato, the problem there is he have to help in some way the other ones against Pepe and his sister, to let them go further against Queen and King, and then come to Big Man, then Kaido. So I think, as I said in my other video, that when I talk about Nico Robin versus my speculation for Nico Robin versus Black Maria, because they have to be free of this. The weakest of the crew, in Straw Pirates crew in the fighting spectrum, is Nami, Usopp, and Frankie. So if these three characters together fight against the two other Topiropos, then the other one have chance to fight against the stronger ones. So this gonna be tough mission in the battle. So how I think that will happen with the fight with Yamato and Sasaki is that, obviously we don't know, but they start to fight, and probably they're gonna be a very, very, very tough battle for Yamato. But Yamato also have attacks that she can use with her Kinabo with long distance, so she have a chance to stay out of range of Sasaki's charging attack when he shot with his Ceratops. So I think I think she can use that ability against Sasaki, and because as I said before, because of her heavy weapon, is that she's very good use that to knock him out with the heavy weapon. So that is really where I think will happen in the battle. Because I cannot say this will happen like this and this, because it's very, it can happen, everything can happen in One Piece. So like it can be everything can happen. I mean, maybe Frankie fight alone, maybe against Sasaki, and he maybe do something fall over Sasaki from a building, who knows. But if you just talk about battle spectrum, just the battle with just person against person, then I think Yamato have a better chance against Sasaki, because what I said before with all of this kind of thing. So it's gonna be very interesting, very interesting to see what really will happen in the next chapter, and so on, because it's gonna be and because the next chapter is gonna be so interesting with all of the things that happened in the chapter before. It's gonna be very hard, I think, to topple that chapter. So it's gonna be hard to say. It have to be something very spectacle for chapter 1000 that will come, will be the highest chapter ever. I think is the highest chapter ever made. Yeah. So this is just my speculation. I just speculate that is the battle will happen with Sasaki and Yamato. And obviously I think this very few time female characters give any good fight in a manga that is really then I say, when I mean good fight, then I mean against an opponent that maybe 10 times stronger than you, or same level as you, and I think because we have so many different rank, we have obviously the highest up is the Yonkos, Kaido and Big Mom. Then we have the All Stars. After one step under them, then we have Toporopos, and obviously different Toporopos have different rank. So if I say maybe the highest of the rank is Sasaki, after that is Who's Who, and then maybe it's Black Maria. Then the Pepin and his sister is the lowest of them, but they're still much stronger than Nami and Usopp and Frankie together. They're still extremely strong, so they are still super strong characters. But I think, for example, if Kaido die, then the king takes Kaido's place. So it's not just if you are a Yonko or a right hand man of the Yonko, or a calamity, so this kind of thing. Every calamity for every right hand member of the Yonko crew is have different levels. For example, maybe Marco is maybe stronger and king, or maybe weaker and king. So as I said before, it's not just about strength in battle, especially in One Piece. Is sometimes you have to use tactics to defeat a character. For example, you have to have Zoro against Kaido, not because Zoro is stronger than Monkey D. Luffy or Sanji. It's because Zoro have that special sword that is the only sword that can hurt Kaido, because of Kaido is a dragon, and because of mythology is always the underside of a dragon is the weakest part, because dragon scale is almost like it's armor, like armor. And in the same for the Sasaki's devil fruit, the Triceratops, is that in reality this is one of the most hardest armor ever created. So you have to have something that is very heavy, or have some characters that can attack. For example, if Sasaki have the natural armor, that is his devil fruit with his Ceratops, then maybe also he have armament hockey. And I don't think Frankie have armament hockey. So you have two problems. You have the natural armor, then you have the armor hockey together. Then you have to have something that can break through these two layers of armor. And then because I think Yamato have the chance, is because something tells me that Yamato is probably, I'm not gonna say because I don't know, but if I just give a white speculation, is that Yamato maybe is stronger than Sanji. Maybe just speculation. and it's also going to show a very different story for One Piece, because it's going to be much more developed if you give a female character in her own country a chance to defeat somebody maybe are 10 times as strong as her, or who knows, but even give her a chance to fight him. Originally they start to fight before Frankie break up the fight, and then they fall down in the group in the chapter before. But now if Yamato have nobody to protect and she can just fight without focusing on somebody else, then maybe she can go full out in the battle against Sasaki. And obviously then you have the next most very interesting battle is obviously Jinbei versus Who's Who. And yeah, there's so many cool things that can happen, because Jinbei obviously use Fishman Karate, and Who's Who is a big saber-tooth cat. So there's so many things that we have the martial art against the beast. So this going to be how it's and happen will be very interesting. There will be so many different position how they will fight, and it's going to be so interesting to see that if that happen in the manga. It's going to be very interesting to see how each of the Straw Hat Pirates member fight against strong opponent alone without their captain, because the captain have to focusing on Kaido and Big Mom, and so we cannot have Monkey D. Luffy everywhere. We cannot have him to save Sanji. We cannot have him. He have to. Okay, now have Oden give us so many different enemies that are super strong and good alliance against them. We have to let some characters that was before in the dark come into the light and have a chance to show what they go for. That is what I think, because the manga story is called One Piece. It's not called Monkey D. Luffy. It's called One Piece. This means the whole world of One Piece, means the pirate world, the revolutionary, the world government, the aliens. It means everybody. So everybody should have a chance to show how strong they are, how smart they are, what tactic they will use. So that is the reason why I want to see Yamato against Sasaki. I want to see Jinbei versus Who's Who, one-on-one fight. I just want to see that, just a simple one-on-one fight without any interruption. That is just for once interesting fight. Then we can go back to the normal thing, but the normal thing they do in One Piece, but just like they do in Ronar Kensei, for example, when one of the Ronar Kensei's friends fight against the Mad Monk, like this kind of fight, when they fight like in they come to it's exactly like Ronar Kensei. When they come to different doors in the, I don't know it's a temple or a big temple with different doors. One of the rooms is the Mad Monk in Ronar Kensei, and the other one, the room is I don't remember the other two characters, but this one guy is blind with a turtle shield and some kind of spear with a mace on the other side of the shaft. So I want this kind of thing, that every character ran to different rooms. For example, when that Sanji ran to the room where Black Maria was in, and he was think there was a woman in need to protect against a dirty man, and then he was captured of Black Maria. Then maybe Nico Robin can come there to fight against. And the reason why I think Nico Robin is a good choice against Black Maria is because Nico Robin can use her arms and her legs and multiply them because of her devil fruit, and Black Maria uses the spider web. So it's a very good combination with the two of them have abilities that is similar in some sense, but also different in other sense. So they are, and then maybe if they fight, maybe we'll see Nico Robin's armament hockey, if she have any armament hockey. But that should be so cool to see all of this fight with characters that almost always is in the background, and this kind of thing. So there's so many characters. If you just talk about the calamities, for example, if you ignore the Topropos entirely, we still have like Queen and King, and maybe even Jack will come back, maybe. But I think it's not good if Jack come back, because then it's too much. There's going to be too much thing on the arc. It's going to be too many enemies, too much. So I think it's enough now with the Topropos and with the 2 remaining calamities, because yeah, you have to have somebody very strong against King, and you can many people can speculate that the problem. Okay, I can say like this: only when One Piece is finished, then I'm finished with manga and anime. No more. One Piece is the only manga I'm gonna read. Then it's gonna leave this behind. The reason why I want to talk about especially the chapter 998 so much is because I really love that chapter, because of the story and the picture, especially the picture, the second end picture with Jinbei when Jinbei come into the room after he fight against the cat gang, and you see the big saber-toothed cat lying there and looking at him with the horn helmet. Is so beautiful picture with the line work with the pen, and you really see that. And this is the reason why I like Bleach. Sorry for that. The reason why I like One Piece so much is because of this. Because it's not like Tutti Frutti or ice cream. It's like you give a very like philosophizing experience of a story that is much more advanced than over Batman or Superman. Is like you really take it serious. You sit down and read the book. You really understand about. They talk about genocide. They talk about racism. They talk about hate crimes, and for example, the Fishman is symbolize black people, that they are separating from different bars. They are not allowed to come into different places. They are sold as slaves in the market. The people shoot them in the street, and is a very powerful thing to read about. And I don't know any book that have this intensity to show a fantasy world with the flavor of reality. Is a very powerful thing. So that means very much. There is a reason why I like One Piece and so on. Because of all of this. And yeah, so I probably One Piece. Yeah, will be the final manga I will read. So when One Piece is finished, then I'm finished with this. And there was nice. So I look forward, but I don't know. We have still a long journey to go. We are still in Wano. We still have all the 2 calamity remaining. We still have all the Topropos angrier than ever. We have 2 Yonkos. We still have the Big Mom's pirates. We still have the world government. We still have the Blackbeard pirates. We still have Shanks. We maybe even still have Rock Disabek. That probably is Blackbeard. in the skies, because I think the reason why Blackbeard looking for different devil fruit is because he need all of these devil fruit to open up the key to turn to give his power back again, that it was his original power. And probably there is a reason why Ross Disselbeck was so strong, because Ross Disselbeck have probably many devil fruits that he eat, and there is this is just a speculation how he can be so strong with all of this kind of thing. So we have a long journey to go, and so I don't know. Now I'm 28, maybe I'm 35 when One Piece is over. But it's a long journey. It's a long journey. It's gonna be a hard and fun long journey with One Piece. So it's so many things. I don't know if I don't know. So, and I think Oda is probably the only manga creator in the world that can do a manga world that's different and that interesting in every shape or form. It's not many creators in the world can do this kind of thing. We have Oda, we have Tolkien, we have C.S. Lewis for Narnia. We have the creators, the person that created Harry Potter. We have the Wolf Brothers. We have this is the 5 most powerful fantasy creator, but it is impossible. Like, I think the reason why Oda can do so much is because he's a one of the kind human. It's not many human in the world that is born that is so powerful as that person in his mind. You have to understand is a extreme big journey to do a so big story. You have to, I don't know how to explain to people that not read One Piece, but you have to understand. It's like almost like Narnia and Lord of the Rings to combine as to a whole world to even come close to the world of One Piece. And that is not to criticize Lord of the Rings in any shape or form. It's just a huge world. I don't know. I don't know if if the person that create Harry Potter read One Piece, but is huge. Is just huge. How you can have heaven, sea, underworld. You can have the Sky Island. You still have the space. And even space have different places in space you can visit that we know NL was. So you have so many things. So I don't know how even it's going to be impossible to have the time for everything to show that in the manga. I don't know how it's impossible, how a human can do so much without yes. I don't know. Yes, it's too much. It's so much. It's impressive. It's so impressive to see all this kind of thing. So, yeah, absolutely. I think Oda will be probably if they have anything that is similar to Hall of Fame in Japan. I think absolutely when One Piece is finished, I think absolutely Oda will be in some way put into the Hall of Fame because of his work. If they have anything that is like Hall of Fame in Japan, he absolutely deserve a place there after One Piece is finished. Yeah, that is everything I really want to say in this video. Yeah.